rocky and twisty road seems to be the name of the game for the now planned Black Cat limited series. However, when a mark scars you for life, you are in it to a point of meeting Spider-Man within the family drama. And recent reports from director Gina Prince Bythewood are hinting at seeing all of this in the form of a live-action adaptation, hopefully coming sooner than expected. Director's take.
Great working with you, Spider. Don't be
One of the most interesting topics right now concerning one of Sony's projects is Black and Silver, or better known as the Spider-Man spin-off project that has gone through a lot over the last couple of years. A story about two characters who are closely connected to Spider-Man, and a movie that, as time goes on, it seems to be turning to a limited series, which is presumably going to become a series with limited episodes solely for the subscribers of Disney+. If nothing else happens, the project is going to evolve into a limited series, according to its director, Gina Prince Bythewood, and what she heard for it. Known by the name Silver and Black, a movie that tells the story of Spider-Man anti-heroes known as Black Cat and Silver Sable, which gained momentum at Sony back in 2016, before Gina even became the director of then Movie to Be. 5 months after Gina was picked to helm things, the movie even got a release date, with it being in February 2019, with the project itself already in motion and having enormous progress. So where did everything start to go on a downfall? Seeing how the movie has not yet come out and is not getting transformed into a limited series for a completely different streaming platform and the likes of Disney+. Something big must have happened with the project, as it eventually hit a snag and the whole project went back to the drawing board, with Gina turning her attention to another comic book adaptation, Netflix's The Old Guard, a movie which saw Charlize Theron and Kiki Layne star in the lead roles. A little bit later down the line, we got the news that the whole project got scrapped in favor of 2 individual movies to be made for each of the characters, Black Cat and Silver Sable, respectively. And ever since the news broke out in August 2018, there has been nothing else to report about the project until recently. In today's world, it has been reported that Sony has continued to work on the project in secret, but this time with a bit of a twist. And witnessing the continuation of Sony and Marvel's work in the last couple of years, we might even have an idea as to where the Now series is going. And we think that it is only a matter of time before Sony turns its head towards the project yet again and develop the series as part of the MCU or even the Spider-Verse, with the 2 anti-heroes finally making their debut in the first live-action adaptation of the characters. One of the most surprising things that got everyone riled up back again was the comments of Gina about the project, with her saying that now the project itself has the highest chances of becoming a reality, with everything being streamed on one of the fastest growing streaming platforms, Disney+. Over the course of the 2020s interview for The Hollywood Reporter about the 20th anniversary of her acclaimed sports drama romance Love and Basketball, Prince Bythewood managed to give us a little update on the project, which was still in the movie format side of things. It was this interview from Gina that hyped up the fans of the project solely, because of her thoughts on the project and everyone working on it, by saying that one of the greatest ideas about it was to make it a limited series, a format that could fit the narrative perfectly, as the story of the 2 characters is already known, and the connection with one of the most popular characters right now, Spider-Man, would make their series even greater. A perfect time for the Black and Silver to be made. The last time we heard about the 2 characters at hand, they are still owned by Sony alone. So the question right now is, why? Or rather, how would the 2 end up starring in a Disney+ series? But we think it is going to be simple, and that there are not going to be any discussions of it. And why do we say this? Well, Sony and Disney have improved their relationship over the last couple of years, with the shares of Spider-Man serving as the prime example of the thought, with him appearing in several MCU movies since then, and Sony here to reap their rewards. Thus, it would only make sense for Sony and Disney to strike another deal, just like what happened with the Web Slinger, and the 2 companies will make it work. On the other hand, however, there might be something we don't know when the new Spider-Man deal is concerned, which could eventually lead to opening a door for the characters and them joining the scene as the anti-heroes we know them to be in the Spider-Verse. Thus, with everything being said, there might be something Sony and Disney have in mind, which could bring the 2 characters to being adapted for the streaming platform. instead of the 2 solo movies planned a few years back. Whatever the case may be, as we can see right now, there is a lot of going on with Sony and Disney, as they have plenty of other Marvel movies in the pipeline, and the upcoming Morbius movie is just one of them, a movie that hints a connection to the MCU and a potential build-up for a Sinister Six crossover. In other words, it seems like the other 2 studios can take their time and continue to develop the project how they see fit, while also bringing us the best thing possible with the resources given at the time. Who is Black Cat?
Then I must get going. I'll always.
But who exactly is Black Cat, and how does she come to play in all of it? Well, Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat, is a character from Marvel Comics known to be both enemy, lover, and ally of Spider-Man, depending on the history of the moment. She was also born in Queens, New York, who pretended to be a street vendor, but was actually a world-famous thief named Black Cat. An event occurs while she is in college that marks her forever, setting her on a path that would lead her to focus on physical training, with which she would improve her strength, agility, endurance, mastering different martial arts in the process. Taking on the mantle of Black Cat in an attempt to release her father from prison, she meets with Spider-Man for the first time, with him stopping her father's escape and she faking her own death. And the rest is history. Casting.
Not incidentally earn a bit more photo money as Peter Parker.
When all of the upcoming movies are taken into consideration, there is a clear picture that Spider-Man is going to be a huge part of them, with both Sony and Disney having big plans for him in the future, with the ending of Spider-Man No Way Home maybe pushing a new love interest for Peter Parker. You know, after Doctor Strange's spell. According to some recent rumors and a report from Giant Freaking Robot, it seems like Sony has plans to cast Anya Taylor-Joy as Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat. And with her being one of the biggest stars right now, she would compensate for Zendaya if she decides not to return for the sequels to come. On the other hand, given the recent interest of Sony wanting to bring back beloved characters, we also have Gwen Stacy, who was rumored to be given a second chance with Emma Stone considered to reprise her role, or at least a variant of Gwen. However, Emma's return seems to be less likely, as she is now 33 years old, and Gwen is usually a teenage girl, but we will see where things will go. Crazier things have happened as of late. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the project and the rocky road it has been for quite a while, but also about the characters. What do you know about them, and in what kind of light would you like to see both Black Cat and Silver Sable? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.